that I'm a bit late. Had to deal with something, and well, there was nothing I could do. So, yeah, a bit late. Today, you know that I'm always very punctual, but in this case, I had to do something. There was nothing I could do about it, so we start 1 hour late, but don't worry because we'll stay a bit more, so it'll be just some 20 minutes that we, let's say, lose. It won't be a problem. All right, people. All right, we begin Knights of the Fallen Empire today. Yes, as you can see here, this is the combat training target. But before we begin, I have something to show you because I didn't show you this zone last time of Bacon Space Dock. You know that last time we did, we finished, well, we did all of Shadow of Revan, we finished Shadow of Revan, and we got to the SWTOR Emperor's Resurgence Prelude or something like that. This is precisely the name of the ship is SWTOR's Shadow. Precisely, it existed right since 1.0. It was way before the planet that you all saw last time. As you can see, it has that beautiful. That's so, I always love that beautiful is rooftop that it had. That yeah, that roof that the ship has. That you can see the planet there. It's unique. This design is unique. And here you have the training dummies. Here you can. This is where you practice your your rotation, as you can see, people. By the way, I found a more efficient rotation, even. So look at this. Very efficient. Well, there's a training dummies. There are different ones. In case you're wondering, this is for level 80s. If you try to attack a level 80 target, as you can see, it says resist in this game, just like in World of Warcraft. And you have to put your companion on passive. Previously, the one that I used a lot was here, because it was not the operations, the Warzone training dummy, so much that I have one of these on my ship. Problem is that now they are level 80, so pretty much I use that one. So this is the SWTOR Shadow. Very beautiful zone. As you can see, there are no players here because not a lot of people come over here. Very private and beautiful zone here that you can pretty much enjoy. Yeah, sometimes the combat, as you can see, it gets a bit bagged. So in that case, you just attack again and it should work more or less. But yeah, pretty much this zone of the Imperial fleet of Bacon Space Dock is very private. A lot of people don't come over here. There we go, there it worked. A lot of people don't come over here. A lot of people don't come over here. And pretty much, let me repair my gear because practicing on the dummy actually degrades your gear. I think it wasn't like that back in the day, but now they added that. Okay, so let me repair my gear. Let me send them on some scavenging missions, always. Remember, this is the crafting system of the game. This is the crafting system of the game. And pretty much, I won't send HK, even though he's usually more efficient because of the level. Remember, you cannot see it because of the camera. Yeah, you can see it. The levels, the influence, as we talked last time. It also influences the efficiency in crafting and everything. So this is the SWTOR Shadow. As you can see, it's very private. People generally don't come over here, but back then the zone was much more populated. But as you can see now, it's very private. Here you have a cantina. That this was the cantina for, let's say, endgame players because it's close to the operations. The operations are the raids of the game, 16 or 8-man operations. So pretty much this was kind of like a very exclusive area. Now it's deserted, as you can see. But yeah, pretty much it was a very exclusive zone. As you can see, it's very private. You can spend your time here. And even though you can see the fleet chat, the general fleet chat where all the players are here, This is a beautiful zone in which, let's say, the end. It was originally designed for the end game players. So as you can see, you go through here. See how beautiful it is that you can see through the windows. There, you can even see the rest of the ship. So it's a SWTOR shadow. As you can see here, there's now one, and that's just terrible because it's beautiful. As you can see here, and there's vacant space dock where all the players are. SWTOR shadow. I like coming here from time to time to spend some time remembering the game and everything. There you have. Then you have the mission deck, and from here you launch all of it. Here there should be some players. Here you can see operations terminal. As you can see, well, those are world bosses, but then you can see here in the map that you have the different operations. Ascension, this is Terror from Beyond, actually the name of the operation. Ascension is a planet. I did that one. Darbanes is Dread Fortress, if I remember correctly. I also did this one. Is the last one I did. Pretty much I could never do Dread Palace. My only frustration. Karagas Palace you have here. Well, there is a Flashpoint Directive 7, Kaon Under Siege, Lost Island, other flashpoints that I did. Karagas Palace, I think I did it once as well. And the Eternity Bolt, this was the first operation of the game. It's a classic. It's and the Nova, I think that one I also did pretty much. I can't remember the name of the Nova. Oh well. Pretty much, this is the operations zone. Look at that, beautiful. You can see that it's actually a hologram there. So there you can see, beautiful how they designed this. I love this area because it's kind of like the original end game area of the game for, let's say, professional riders, for those who did operations back then when you paid your sub. Even if the game was free to play, then you could do operations with passes, and well, at the beginning of the game you could do it with the subscription, pretty much. So there you have it. Here you can see. There you have the operation, and there you can see that there are some players. For example, there is a player, and here you enter the operation. But if you try to do so now, free-to-play players are not authorized to participate in operations. Now, I don't know if preferred is actually included in that, but I presume it is. I think it is, or whatever. And anyways, you need to be level 80. But I think that even if you are level 80, if your sub runs out, you cannot do the operations. But as you can see, beautiful zone. Anyways, there are rates of 8 to 16 players. You need to get into a group in that sense. So yeah, pretty much. So beautiful zone. As you can see, I love coming here to remember the good old days. Remember the good old days from time to time. So I wanted to share it with you, and I wanted to have a recording of all of this zone for me to appreciate in the future. As you can see here, this is the second main area. As you can see, there are some players here that are probably exploring in this sense. As you can see here, you have more operations here that you can see. Well, not those ones. Yeah, there, the Eternity Bolt, for example. Here you have the Eternity Bolt. I remember this one. This is pretty much the first operation that you do, the Eternity Bolt. It's very beautiful. It's probably my favorite. A lot of people think it's lame because it's not as crazy as fighting the Dread Masters, but it's very beautiful. As you can see here. So there you go. Okay. So as you can see, it's a very beautiful area that not a lot of people pay attention to, and it's very sad. Okay. Alright. They're having some political discussion there in Fleet Chat. I think that one is suggesting that the CEO of the company should do like Elon Musk with the Dodge. You know that the Dodge is the the agency that cuts public expenditure there in the US. That is a model that well, actually Argentina is responsible for that model. I don't know if you know it. We were the after a very hard crisis, we were the ones that that had to resort to that model, and it was exported there to the US. Incredible, incredible. The worst economic student got in such a crisis. I'll show you the White Nova shuttle. And the worst economic crisis, and from there we started cutting public expenditure because it created hyperinflation after 70 years of socialism. And well, yeah, pretty much the model of that agency is doing in the US with Musk, it's pretty much it's a carbon copy of what we need to do here. It's pretty much a carbon copy. It's the only way to kind of like exterminate the inflation. In the case of the US, it wasn't that terrible at all. Like ours was out of control. It needed extreme measure, but still, as I always say, people, basic economics. If you spend more than what your countries, than what your taxpayers can give you, there's only one end result, and that's inflation. All right, this is the White Nova shuttle. As you can see, the White Nova. This is for some flashpoints. I also love to come here and spend some time. Beautiful, beautiful, beautiful. It will be a terrible waste if this game doesn't get an offline version because of all of these zones. Beautiful, beautiful. Here we have some flashpoints. These ones we can enter all of them, pretty much. All of them. There you just get the preludes. The foundry, this is in this one you fight Revan. Then we'll do everything. I've done it several times throughout the years, so I know all of them by heart. But as you can see, it's absolutely beautiful. And yeah, pretty much this was for mid-level players, let's say. And now I'll take you to a very interesting place, because I think they removed one zone of the museum. This is a White Nova, of course, but I think they changed it because I remember it was a bit different. What's this? I don't remember this. But Objective Meridian, yeah, definitely this is a new flashpoint. As you can see, there's no one in here. It's a very private zone. Back in the day, these passageways were full of players, pretty much. That guy is still in the original PvP gear, in the original Battle Master gear for the warrior, for the Sith warrior. And as you can see, here there was where's the museum? Wanted to show you the museum. Where's the museum? Where's the museum? I think it was through the command deck. Ah, no. Then it was on the Sios Shadow. I wanted to show you the museum. Where's the museum? So pretty much as you can see, it's very beautiful. See that this game would be a terrible waste if we don't get a preserved offline version of it. Let me see if I can show you the museum, because I don't remember. It was always very well hidden because there's a datacron in it. A datacron, basically, it was the biggest datacron of the game, because back then you had to do it on all of your characters. Nowadays, datacrons are shared across your characters. They are kind of like attached to your legacy. But back then, the bridge deck, it has to be there. The museum. Ah, yeah. The museum is there. Elevator to Sio's Shadow. It has to be that one, huh? Ah, well, it was at the beginning. Sorry. Ah, it has to be that one. You can see how well hidden it is because it contains a datacron that you can do. That you need a group for it. I organized several group runs for it because I actually wanted the. It provided you 10 extra points of everything. There it is, the museum. 10 extra points of everything, pretty much. And when I say everything, it's everything. Well, for example, you can see there is someone trying to do it. A very old player trying to do it. And as you can see, here you have the flames, the dark flame, the blue flames of the Emperor, for example. And there you can see the datacron. There you can see the datacron. You can listen to it. That sound that you are listening to, it's a datacron. Then we'll do some datacron hunting so you have an idea. But as you can see, this was originally only one datacron that granted you the 6 points, the 10 points of all of the 6 primary attributes of the game. As you can see there, you have this artifact from the old Infinite Empire, blah, 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 blah. There it is. You come through that door after a very complex process in which you need a group. I don't know, here they retired the exhibition. I don't know what they did. But yeah, basically, as you can see, there was a Revan statue here as well. I don't know why they changed it. So you use this sheet here with some stuff, and then you can get over there, and then you can enter the place and explore the whole system that's inside. Pretty much. I think this you could activate it and it would kill you. I don't know why they stopped it. They changed some of the shit. Don't know why, but well, this is a museum. Mobile medicine, probably walkers, multifunctional purpose. Blah 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 blah. As you can see. But yeah, pretty much this is the museum. I always love spending time here. Not a lot of people come, so yeah, pretty much. This one I don't remember how you had to climb it. I don't know if it was through this or what. Well, whatever. There was a way to do so. Then you would activate something inside of the walker. The walker would activate one of the doors, and then you would get through the door. I think it was this one. Thing is that I've already used it, so I think I cannot do so anymore. That's why I wanted to see if the other player would activate the mechanism. Oh well. Point is, people, point is, this is a museum. I love spending time here. I loved spending time here, sitting here. There was a statue of Revan. There. I don't know why they changed it for that. Ah, yeah, there it is. Yeah, there it is. It's very small. It's just that you don't see it. Very small. Here. I used to come here and... Well, here. I used to come here and spend time just here looking at the best Revan statue they ever created in this game. Look at this. If you notice, this one is a bit different than the ones that you get. The mask is a bit different. I used to queue for war zones as I would meditate here. I would sit here. And meditate here with Revan, like this. So let's do a nice screenshot. Well, without the chat. Yeah, the chat ruins the screenshot pretty much, people. The chat ruins the screenshot there, and like this one is very... And now let me remove the UI. This is the original photo mode, people. Like this. Very good angle. And like this. If the game ever goes offline, I'll have my souvenirs. As you can see there, Revan. And then we do it like this. Yeah, pretty much. One centered. It's pretty much centered, right? Yeah. And as you can see there, that's a beautiful, beautiful, back when games had souls, had a soul. There you can see, that is with Revan. That one is a pretty good angle. You can even see the ships there. That one is a pretty good angle. There we go. Well, sorry, enough photos. Enough photos, people. Sorry. I used to come here and I would queue for war zones, as I would stay here meditating or doing other things, pretty much looking at the Revan statue. There you can see him. There you can see him. Well, perfect. Enough nostalgia. Let's get to it, people. As I was mentioning, let's get to it, people. Let's get to it. We had to do the end of it all. Use the departures terminal over at SWTOR. Well, to do that, we need to actually leave the shadow of SWTOR, which is the ship. Yeah, SWTOR shadow, I think it is there. So we have to leave this beautiful zone and get to our ship. Get to our ship. Need to get to our ship and pretty much initiate the ending of the prelude of the Rise of the Emperor and begin Knights of the Fallen Empire. Alright. At first I wanted to have a recording of the museum, and since I was here, I wanted to leave it recorded there. Okay, so let's get to our ship and begin Knights of the Fallen Empire. For today, the topic of analysis, people, as you can read from the title, don't think that I've forgotten, will be the fetch quests as a naming convention. This is a topic that I've already talked about when we analyzed Sacred 2. But I wanted to emphasize in the framework of level design in mmorpgs, which was the topic that we covered last time. I wanted to emphasize the concept of fetch quests as a naming convention and farming, right? Because farming isn't a concept in Dungeons and Dragons 3.5, while it is one of the most predominant features of 4.0, pretty much. No, it wasn't this one. It was the departures terminal over at SWTOR, right? So we need to get to SWTOR. There, it's marked on the map. We travel there. Down and down. And we exit the ship. There we go. So the first thing that we should point out in terms of fetch quests as a naming convention and the concept of farming in Dungeons and Dragons 4.0 is that 3.5 didn't require farming, right? That's the most striking a difference in that sense. In Baldur's Gate, think of once again, let's think of Baldur's Gate, Icewind Dale, Dragon Age Origins, Knights of the Republic 1 and 2, and then let's think of those are Dungeons and Dragons 3.5. Then let's think of World of Warcraft, The Old Republic. These are all games in which the concept of farming is baked in, potentially one could argue inherited from Diablo, in which there's a version, a change of roles. There's a change of roles in which the story becomes a secondary element as opposed to the gameplay in that sense. So, farming is predominant in Dungeons & Dragons 4.0 in MMORPGs, while it is secondary in Dungeons & Dragons 3.5. There isn't a concept of deliberate farming, even if it happens because there are some side quests, but it's much more controlled. Here, the mobs constantly respawn, and you are expected to actually constantly farm mods or whatever, do dailies and whatever. There's a concept of continuation that you don't have of daily routine that you don't have in Dungeons & Dragons 3.5. And inside of that context comes the fetch quests, the so-called fetch quests. Now we'll get into the topic as we get pretty much the ending of what we started last Thursday. You notice a warning that orbital sensors, a planetary anomaly, a widespread crisis may be imminent. If you choose to investigate further, travel to Sios' surface may become impossible. Don't worry, I've already done all of the achievements and everything, leaving any open concerns there unresolved. Yes, then you can do it with another character, but no worries because I did them all last time. Investigate the crisis. Remove you. Oh, remember, the Emperor has returned. Vitiate has returned. Ah, now I can see why you cannot return. Well, here you can see this right here. People appreciate it for a second. This that you see right here, this destroying a whole planet like this, consuming it in a minute. This was the original concept of the original Knights of the Old Republic 3. The so promised original powerful Sith Lords. It's an amplification of Darth Nyla's power. You remember the Devourer of Worlds from Knights of the Old Republic 2, that he would consume whole worlds. But Vitiate mastered the technique. Nihilus could do it, but he did kind of like a beast. In this case, Vitiate could master the technique. So it's the natural evolution of Knights of the Old Republic 2 in that sense. Here you can see a connection with Knights of the Old Republic 2. If you play that game, you know that Nihilus, one of the 3 Sith Lords, alongside Kreia and Sion, could do that. Only Nihilus could do it. Only Nihilus could do it. But in that, where are we? Oh, we are back at the Imperial fleet. Then what? I have to use that cancel. Use a fleet cancel. I was sent back to the Imperial fleet. Okay, let's do it. But well, there you could see the connection. The whole planet consumed.
I take it you've heard about Ziost.
I saw it for myself.
It was a blur. We tried to evacuate as many as we could. Considering so much was out of control, I'd say we did all right. But Vitiate is stronger now. Sith intelligence is in complete disarray. It's all coming apart.
It's a setback to be sure, but this isn't over. Not even close.
Don't know why it removes
When
the...
Darth Arcus first asked for my counsel, I considered turning him down. I wanted understanding, not a place in the power structure. But that's where I am. I don't take the responsibility lightly. Whatever comes my way, I will deal with it.
I've seen what you're capable of. I know you won't disappoint.
Thank you, my lord.
Okay.
Especially after Xylist. Putting an end to Vishit's threat feels like an impossible task. I don't believe it truly is impossible. Even if it were, we have to try.
Is that optimism?
It would appear so. Imagine that. Well, the Republic are licking their wounds, same as us. But they aren't relenting. And they're hardly our only concern. I suppose I should go about looking after the security of the Sith Empire. Unless there was anything else.
What's next for intelligence?
It would be nice to know what you're planning.
To rebuild Sith intelligence, of course. I'm thinking mobile headquarters this time.
Very well.
May the Force ever serve you.
Alright. So the planet was consumed. Everything died in it. Fulfilling the prophecy of Knights of the Republic 3, as I said, people. The original plan of Knights of the Old Republic of Knights of the Old Republic 3. We have to use the departures terminal. Okay, let's do it again then. Alright, we have to go back to Ziost again. This was the original storyline of Knights of the Old Republic 3 that was meant to be an offline game before it turned into an mmorpg. As you can see, people, the promise was to follow Revan's journey to the uncharted regions to discover the so-called original, most powerful and oldest Sith Lords ever, on a scale that Knights of the Republic 1 and 2 didn't have. This is the scale that they originally talked about, and it was then fulfilled in the 2015 expansion of Knights of the Fallen Empire. You know to warn that planetary traffic controls are, however, orbital systems report that Sios's atmosphere remains within acceptable levels. Transport is available for departure to a designated landing zone. Travel to the landing zone. Let's see what the Emperor could do with his new power of consuming planets like Darth Nihilus. Well, you remember the planet we were on last time. This is what's left of it. So they created two instances of a planet, one full, one destroyed. Here you get some stuff. You get some stuff there. And I bet now here I can do my dailies, right? Well, here we have some quests to do. Macro binocular. They are just dailies. Death of a world, etc, etc. Perfect, there we have another player. So, it's all destroyed. As you can see, it's all destroyed. He's doing dailies, so we can do... So then you can do dailies in here. This is the Republic draw. Well, they put in a lot of effort with this shit, huh? They killed... The Emperor killed everyone. He consumed the entire planet. Look at that, it's still a level 60 zone. Yeah, pretty much. So, use your ship's mission cancelled. Prelude, Knights of the Fallen Empire. Then you can come back here and just do dailies. Okay. Though there doesn't seem to be a lot to do in here. Everything is dead. But well, you must be able to do some dailies eventually. Okay. You must be able to do some dailies eventually. But yeah, pretty much. I think the exit is through there. Yeah. There's a player there. Was there? Yeah, this is pretty much a dead zone. Then we can do so. But here you can see the perfect example of how they connected both Knights of the Republic 2, and this game. Hey, that looks like a Sith Academy, or what? No, everything seems dead. Well, there you have another quest there. It pretty much looks like a Sith Academy. Oh well. And then you can do dailies in this destroyed zone. Pretty much. But we are done with the prelude. Pretty much we're done, as you can see. And we can begin Knights of a Fallen Empire, apparently, with the epilogue. Well, it wasn't a prelude, it was an epilogue of Shadow of Revan in that sense. The Emperor returned, and this is the original Sith Lord that Knights of the Republic 3 was going to be about. Well, here pretty much you can do dailies because they are there doing their dailies. So yeah, then I need to come back here and do the dailies because I never did dailies in this zone. But that's pretty much it. Okay. But as you can see there, people, we can begin the prelude of Knights of the Fallen Empire, and that's precisely what we are going to do. From our ship's mission console. Damn it, today's intro is very, very long. Between the museum and this, it's being very, very long. Oh well. I want to have a recording of everything in case the game goes offline.
I've just finished cleaning the fuel injectors to the sublight drive. You should notice a pointer.
Well, there you have it. There you have your code. Well, there's my training dummy that I showed you. As you can see now, it's level 80. It's level 80. There they are crafting my shit. The things that you see me sending them through the crew skills. They are over there. Yeah, my companions have no pants, no trousers because of problems with the gear scaling once I log back in. There you have everyone. Here's a ship. I think I never showed it to you people. Oh well, here at least I showed you everything. Let's get down to business. Let's use the mission console. Prelude of Knights of the Fallen Empire. Maybe the holo terminal? Or was it this one? The intercommunicator? No. Use your ship's mission console. Prelude, Knights of the Fallen Empire. So this is the expansion that they released back in 2015, right? The question: Shadow of Revan and Rise of the Emperor. The immortal Sith Emperor has disappeared after devastating the planet Sios. Meanwhile, between right. There we go. It did work. Nice with the Eternal Throne. No. Okay. There we go. Click play to launch the chapter. Chapter 1. The Hunt. Alright, let's do it. I remember this shit was, you can also activate it from here. Knights of the Fallen Empire. As you can see, I did them with my sniper long ago, without doing the Shadow of Revan shit as well. And I did this one, I don't know how I did this. We'll play them on Master difficulty, of course. We'll play them all on Master difficulty. Upscaling the difficulty will reset mission progress, and if it in a phase, will eject all players. Okay. Difficulty change for the hunt has been changed. Your selected difficulty preference is different than the difficulty just set. Would you like to sing them? Yes. Difficulty Master. Highest difficulty. I'm not downscaling. There, Master. Master on the highest difficulty. We'll do it on the highest difficulty. I am very well armed to do so. So, we begin Knights, the legendary expansion that revived SWTOR. How many chapters do we have? So we have Knights of the Fallen Empire. I never explored this zone. Eternal Throne. Okay, 9. Okay, so we have a lot of shit to do. Well, you can see that it's like a single player RPG. That's why I praise this game so much. Click play to launch the chapter, and it tells you there. Chapter 1: The Hunt. The Hunt. Okay. Difficulty Master. Let's do it. Warning. You are about to progress beyond a critical story point and begin Knights of the Fallen Empire. Any class content or companion stories you have not completed will become unavailable to you. It means your crew of available companions will dramatically change. Are you ready to continue? Your crew of available companions will dramatically change. Yes. Sure, yeah, I think you are locked out of your companions for a bit, so... Well, let's see. Let's see. Well, I have to do the content someday, I guess. I have to do the content someday. I have to do the content someday because I should have done this back in 2015. But yeah, well, let's do it once and for all. Yes. Are you sure you're ready to begin? Yes. The Hunt. Let's go. Oh, we get cinematics.
If he's willing to sacrifice. With your birth comes a solemn vow. You will have nothing.
Yeah, this was pretty much the last thing I saw of the game, this cinematic.
In the darkness,
Uh-huh.
only ambition will guide you. The oaths you swear, the promises you make, they are yours alone. Your freedom will be the wars you wage. Your birthright, the losses you suffer. Your entitlement, the pain you endure. And when darkness finds you,
But what are these guys? They are Siths or Jedi or what?
alone.
So they attacked both Republic and Empire. What was that? He was being manipulated or something. Remember, the Emperor controls minds. So we get two bros. sorry, as only child. Yeah, like it takes me an extra step to to understand that one. What an enigmatic figure, the other old man.
Come with me. Son.
Interesting. I love how dramatic the trailers of this game were. Some of the best. This was BioWare at its peak, pretty much. Very dramatic, very tragic. Feel bad for the guy in white, but well. They did defile the Korriban temple there. What? No, please, we don't get Star Wars music. What the? Please, don't. Yes, it has no music. Yes, yes, very good, very good, very good, very good. It has no music. It has no music. Good. So, I don't need to tell you the music, so you can imagine. Knights of the Fallen Empire. It is a time of chaos. A mysterious army led by twin conquerors has carved a path of destruction across the worlds of the warring Galactic Republic and Sith Empire, then disappeared into uncharted space. Meanwhile, an older threat still looms. The former Sith Emperor, revitalized after annihilating on life on the planet Sios, has similarly vanished without a trace. Determined to hunt down these dangerous foes at any cost, Imperial leader Darth Maul gathers allies from both factions to join his incursion into the far reaches of wild space. Yeah, imagine that I do the music. Yeah, pretty much. That's probably the most copyrighted music on earth. So yeah. The game does have this way of introducing it kind of like at the beginning for the class stories. Okay, so who do we have to take down? Those two guys? Well, not one of them because one was killed by the other brother. Question is, who was that old man? Could it be that he was the Emperor? But that's not how he looked. Vitiate looked totally different. And why do they use spears?
Father, they've come.
Prince Arkan.
I already know.
Emperor Valkorion. Emperor Valkorion. Well. Coming out of hyperspace, the Imperial fleet has arrived. And there's us. Chapter 1, The Hunt. Ah, they did it a bit more cinematic with this one. Ah. Much more cinematic. Much more. Well.
It won't take long. Have the ship refueled and ready for departure upon my return. No problem. Your council buddies usually take good care of us. These oh-so-friendly Republic allies, though, them I'll keep an eye on.
Darth Knox.
Captain.
Darth Maul awaits you on the bridge. I trust you remember the way.
Has Maul really found the Sith Emperor all the way out here?
Well, we can
I wouldn't
confirm
presume
it.
to speak for Lord Maul, but I've never known him to exaggerate. Welcome aboard.
Alright. A new player tutorial is available. Would you like to enable it? You can disable it. Yeah, sure. What's the tutorial? I don't think there's anything I don't understand, but well, Imperial and Republic troopers working all together. So, the Sith Emperor returned. Would you like me to RP walk, people? Would you like me to RP walk with my pets there? Would you like me to RP walk? What's the point of having a, a freaking mailbox in there. Well, that's not RP walk, people.
Just a couple of dust-ups. Nobody's been knifed. You lost the bet. Pay up.
The mission isn't over yet. I'm telling you, one of these Republic goons is gonna pull the blade before all's said and done.
Well, hey, so much smoke. They added smoke. Everything looks better with a bit of smoke. They even use it for Dungeons and Dragons sessions. Well, there he is. I could distinguish. Beautiful ship you got here. Darth Mar, leader of the Dark Council. Like when the Emperor was killed in the Jedi Knight story of this game, then the Dark Council takes the lead, and he's the leader.
And now that I'm here, I sense it too. We grow closer every moment. Our former Emperor is out there.
Original Battlemaster gear for the warrior, and mine is the original Battlemaster gear for the sorcerer. The only difference is the headgear. That is from the that is of the Dreadmasters. My attire. Okay. Oh well, you can roleplay to say that you like the Emperor and you would like to join him.
Do you know what could have brought him to this area? My ship's charts don't have much. There are rumors of many civilizations in this region, but our only outposts nearby were destroyed without explanation some time ago. The culprits were never determined. Why travel so far? Why consume every living thing on Xyros, then turn and flee into the depths of wild space?
Great question, Dathmar.
For all his shows of power, he must have a weakness, or he wouldn't have stopped with Xyros. That would be reassuring, wouldn't it? Between the two of us, I'm confident we can press the Dark Council into line. But I'm beginning to doubt the Republic will make any serious contributions. Their assistance here has been useful, but limited. With or without the Republic, this has to be done. We'll find a way. We'll see.
My lord, sensor contact, 15 clicks, small, no life form readings, some kind of probe.
What?
Readings are identical to scans from the unknown force that attacked Korriban.
Raise shields. Pursue and destroy.
It's an obvious bait.
Careful, Ma. This could be an ambush. It will certainly become one if we allow probe to escape.
Why do they form in lines?
Evasive maneuvers. Come about 180 degrees.
Yeah, this game was definitely not prepared for this level of cutscenes. That's why it lacks with the transition. Oh shit. It wasn't prepared for this, the game engine.
You get us out of here. Set deflectors to double aft. Divert weapon power to the engines.
Yeah, when it does a transition in scenes, it kind of like gets like stuck. Yeah, it wasn't prepared for these cinematics. Okay. Hey, where's HK? HK? Come on with me.
Weapons charged.
Does he talk? Okay, I don't get to be with Dathmar every day. Let's have a photo. I don't get to be with the leader of the Dark Council every day. Let's have. Sorry, people. I have to get this photo. I have to get this photo. Have to get this photo. More or less like this. Uh-huh. There we go. Sorry, people. Had to do it. It's I don't get to be with him every day. The leader of the Dark Council. He appears in all of the main the story content storyline with the main storyline. In the main storyline. Hey, what's going on? Stop! 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 Stuttering with your shit. So where do we have to stop the intruders? Alright, let's see. Let's test how powerful these guys are. Sky Trooper. Hey, these are pretty resistant. Hey, what's going on? Stop it. Stop that stupid stuttering. Hey. Level 70. Well, now this is... What? Alright, I shouldn't underestimate these goons. That's a clear jumping power, god damn it. Alright, let me adjust my rotation a bit for these guys. Wait, where's the... Well, damn it. Where's HK? Alright, they deal a lot of damage. Ah, there you are. And with that stuttering, I cannot... Let me solve that. Yes. Alright, we'll have to take these goons seriously. So, Master Mode is as promising as it looks like. I just hope it stops stuttering. Okay, let me adjust my rotation a bit because this is more for PvP. Let me move this over here, this over here, this over here, this over here, this over here. Yeah, I can just... Yeah, pretty much. Yeah, because if we find the boss, then I will need the continuous rotation there. Okay. Okay. Yeah, pretty much I have an idea. I just hope it doesn't. Yeah. Yeah, I need to do it faster. Yeah, pretty much we'll adjust it for this. Oh, whoa, what's that? Oh, very, very good. Ah, well, it survived the whole rotation. Okay. Okay. Oh. This master mode is quite good. Then I will make the rotation shorter because the damage over time... Okay, we'll do a bit of an adjustment there. We'll do a bit of an adjustment there, if you don't mind, people. Because the other one is more for PvP combat. These guys deal very high damage. Okay. Okay. Sky Troopers, what's this? Oh. The difficulty is very well adjusted if you ask me. This difficulty is very well adjusted. That boss was quite challenging. Why is it that my companion is not being summoned?
Systems ready. Your threat is hereby terminated.
Oh. Alright. Hey, now this has piqued my interest. Don't tell me they properly adjusted the difficulty for single player.
We can't just leave them in there. We have to help.
We have to hold this ground. They have their job, we have ours.
Drop the shield and let me through. I can handle this. Right away.
We'll cover the exit and make sure no stragglers sneak out past you.
The sergeant remembers your heroism or whatever. Why is it unsummoning my companion? Stop unsummoning HK. Alright, let's help him. You mean those bitches? I don't think so. So I think last time I got killed because I remained stationary during that, what? High ground? Alright, so don't remain fucking stationary. That's the key. First difference in this expansion.
You did! I've never seen anything like that. Regroup at the bridge. We can't lose control of the ship.
Right away. Thank you.
Let's go. Secure the turbo lasers. Right, we help them. There with that. Why is it unsummoning HK? What's the meaning? Those attacks are very powerful. They are level 70, so you can imagine they're of my level, but alright. One's there. Yeah, the problem is that generally my build overkills, so it's terrible for this. Oh, damn it. That's the thing, my build is generally for single target and it overkills. And it overkills most targets. That's why. Maybe I can stun them with forces spawn. That would be more optimal. Yep. Pretty much. Sky troopers. Well, they added enemy variety and it seems quite challenging. I wasn't expecting an NPC to one-shot me. Elite Sky Trooper. Alright. Don't worry, I PvP'd a lot. Maybe I have to interrupt that guy. If I interrupt, survive this. He survived that detonation. Wow. Now I'm impressed. He survived that detonation.
We're in some trouble here, Sith. Droid shot through the airlock and the docking clamps won't let us loose. I'm on my way, Andronicus.
Now that is weird.
I am at your command.
So, this master mode is quite good. Quite interesting. Might be the best balanced solo MMORPG content I've seen. Like, I didn't expect a normal NPC to one-shot me like that. So, they hit pretty hard. What? That was close. Wow. Wow, wow, wow. Those are pretty good, huh? Oh, wish I could spar against those guys more often. Another Sky Trooper. I'll preemptively activate Resurgence, which will enhance my... Oh, I don't think so. Which will preemptively enhance my armor. So you have to interrupt in this expansion, as I can see. Well, that time he didn't survive it. What the? Oh, I can scavenge that shit? It's technically a machine? Ah, good. Good. At least it's giving me materials. Hey, that's our ship. That's the player's ship. So we get out of there.
We're loose. Just gotta pick one of the million some odd ships out here to shoot at first. Do what you can to cover us from out there. We need all the help we can get. It's time for these slugs to learn who they're messing with. The enemy has reached the engineering deck. They're after the primary generator. I'm on my way now. Meet me there.
Alright.
Master. Next target, please.
I think we're meant to do this without a healer. That's... look at that. The mailbox is still working. Dathmar, no subject. We have lost much this day. Think on what has happened to Sios and what it means for the future. Prepare. Alright, you get this between the expansion and the prelude, I guess. Okay. Interesting, people. Interesting. They properly balanced the difficulty for single player. Now that is weird to see. Especially in an MMORPG, like, as I was mentioning at the beginning of the stream, the term of fetch quests that is pretty much related. Oh well, we have a lot of story content. Then we'll leave the analysis for last. Guess there's way too much story content. Nicely done.
The breach is secure for now, but without main power will be destroyed in seconds. Let's not waste any time then.
Okay. What? You get Dathmar as a companion? No, this is new. Can I set him to... No, let's set him to damage. Then if we need him on heals, we can... Or tank better, so he takes... Hey! can have Darth Maul as a companion. I hope this is permanent. This would be this is very cool. So they use the companion system to allow you to play with him. That's legendary. What they did there. Can I bubble him? That way I have a tank. Alright. There we go. Well, as you can see, people, looks like they balanced the main story very well. Very well. Ah, there was a third one there. My bad. Anyways, they are taunted. There you go. Anyways, he's a tank. He should draw the fire. Alright, what do we got there? Oh, our first boss. Elite Sky Trooper BD-14 148, I think. I was about to say 14B. Okay, people. Well. As you can see, I didn't lie to you when I said it's the most cinematic of all MMORPGs. Here we go. Nice try. I have no idea who you're dealing with. Oh. What? Oh, well. That was very powerful. Okay, I might need to change him to healer. Change to healer then. Change to healer. Though I am unsure I can survive that pressure. I'm not precisely a very sturdy class. Alright. Okay, that was a challenge. Well, maybe with some heals I can survive the attacks. I'll change him to heals. Well, I didn't expect this. I definitely didn't expect this. These are the most powerful mobs I've seen in the game so far. Then again, I never played the expansions. Looks like they adjusted the expansions very well in terms of difficulty, at least on this master level. There are some more over there. Let me kill them before we proceed. There. Well, the question now is if we will get victory over here. Alright. Wanna play rough? And we will play rough. And we will play rough. I'll leave my face walk there. This is what I think of your stupid extermination. Start leeching that thing. Oh damn it. Targeting me instead of him, and he's not healing me. I think this is done. Oh, I see the problem. Oh, I don't think so. Oh, what? It has a fucking... That's a fucking... Oh shit, I was close. Didn't expect that pull. Okay. Okay. Yeah, Mar, you work much better as a tank. If you don't mind. You work much better as a tank. Well, I'm beginning to see the problem here. I cannot use my companions. What's the companion system? Yeah, I have no companions. I have no companions here. And this one, it takes out your... it removes your companions. It removes your companions. That's the problem. And I have no influence on this guy, so it's a fixed amount. Meaning that it's limiting my combat capabilities. Because my healer is actually not level 20. Okay, they organized this pretty well, huh? Very challenging solo content. But it's not gonna help this guy. I think I can do it without the barrier. I think I can do it without the barrier. Now, I will increase your stupid armor, Mar. He interrupted me. Oh, let's see what you think about this. What? It targeted me, but that guy's a tank. It shouldn't target me. Well... I think you are meant to do master mode after you finish it on normal mode with your companions, right? Or at level 80 or some shit like that, but since I'm capped at 70, this is perfect because I'm getting kind of like the original experience, people, since I'm capped at 70. Because it's meant to be at 70, so level 70 content. Well, looks like I'll need all of my power to beat that shit. Well, since this guy as a tank didn't draw any of the aggro of the boss, we'll change him to DPS. Shall we? you could see it, as a tank he wasn't doing shit. So let's change him to DPS. On DPS it should work. There we go. What? My damage reduction, is it working? Yeah, it is working. Don't die. Quit it, Mar. It's targeting me. There we go. How about that? What? What the? Shit, I couldn't even react. Do I have all of my gear on? Yes, I do. Wow. Didn't expect this shit. This master mode is intriguing. Wasn't expecting this shit. I wasn't expecting this shit, people. And I am at full golden augments, huh? This master mode is quite the challenge, if you ask me. Alright, looks like we'll have to work hard to complete this. I didn't play it on this mode. Alright, no matter. We can do it. I didn't get to pop barrier last time. So Mar, you do the damage. You just deal damage. What? It's immune to stuns or what? That shit just ignored my stun. What? It's immune to stuns or what? Hang on a second. That thing wasn't stunned when activating that barrage. It wasn't stunned. Weird. That thing wasn't stunned. It has some kind of a stun immunity while casting. I mean, my sniper would have been amazing for this. Okay, it has some kind of a stun immunity. I need to pay attention to that. I need to pay attention to that. It has some kind of a stun immunity. So, what about now? What about now? They are interrupted. What the? What the fuck? Change him to tank. See if he can draw a bit of a fire. I'm beginning to see what's this shit about. My best try was with him as heals. I might need to activate my heroic moment immunity, yeah? I might need that will increase my defenses by 50%. Well, for the sake of stop losing money, I guess I'll activate Unity this time. And I'll leave him as a healer. Because this is unheard of. I mean, Have 35 meters. Yeah, but I need to get close for the stand. Maybe I don't need to get close. Maybe I can force him to come close to me. Good, that stun worked. Get out of there. He's targeting Mar or what? What? Mar, heal me. There we go. Let that shit come to us. There we go. Look at that. What? Didn't expect that. Take that stun. There we go. There we go. And didn't even need to use Unity. Good. Just took some tries. Very well done, huh? I still had Unity and heroic moments yet.
There are rudimentary backup controls here, but the enemy ships have us surrounded. We have few options left. Then we take as many of them with us as we can. Agreed.
What two Dark Council members would do. Ram the ship into them and kill them all. Sith don't fear death. What a true Sith Lord would do. No crazy third faction empire will ever take us alive. Hey, what's this? By the way, that boss was amazing. Like, it didn't force me to my limit, but pretty close to it. Pretty close to it. Pretty close to it. Very high damage, that's for sure. Hey, what's this? Why are we in here? What? Oh, the crazy guy from the intro.
You've awakened. I trust you can walk. Unlock these shackles and I'll show you exactly what I'm capable of. We're in the heart of our empire now.
Your empire?
I assure you, escape is impossible. Even if you could make it past me. Come along.
Your empire? Here there's only one empire. And that's the one the Dark Council is in charge of. I love how they did the facial expressions for the character. So we survived. Mar.
What empire have we entered? The Eternal Empire. Zakul.
Ah. Interesting way of presenting this shit to us.
You didn't even know whose territory you were invading.
Some outposts nearby were destroyed not long ago. Your handiwork.
We tested your strength. You seem to have suffered for it. Less than your people did.
So, nice pixels there on the ground. It's like We're back in the early 2000s.
Prince Arkin, final dark
Well,
sequence initiated.
not early 2000s because this was back in 2015. So I guess I completed the chapter on Master Mode. That droid was the highest difficulty. I won, but it certainly caught my attention. If that was the difficulty it had, maybe it will pose a challenge, this content. By the way, why do they have spears?
We recovered the records from your ship's computers. All what was left of them. Fascinating reading. You Sith are apparently quite formidable. You, most of all. To alter the course of galactic events as you have. Quite impressive.
You don't need to be impressed with what I've done. You need to be afraid of what I'm going to do.
Indeed.
Yes, we'll soon know what you're truly capable of.
Prince Arkham?
Haskell. Still waiting for the catastrophe that you and your scions foretold.
You may close your ears to the whispers of fate, my prince, but they cannot be silenced.
Oh, so we
I
have.
wonder if silencing you might suffice. Take your superstitions elsewhere, Haskell. You are not needed here.
So it has a vibe of medieval times in space. Very, very creative, if you ask me, people.
Your friend was just trying to warn you. Bringing us here won't end well for you.
Nonsense repeated does not become truth.
Is this why you brought us? To hear you bicker with soothsayers?
Come along.
You're taking us to your master.
I'm taking you to my father, Valkorion, the immortal Emperor of Zakul.
Valkorion.
Just what we were searching for.
Indeed.
You will not find what you wanted here.
You think so? Achievement completed. The Handmaster. Why do they use those? Now I can see those spears from up close. Hey, they were very creative, though they do look quite uncomfortable to use. I would never use that shit. Well, in case you don't know, this is kind of like part of the. Oh well, I get. Prisoner. Yeah, no, yeah, it would be a very terrible role-playing session with if you kinda can just run around. Can you imagine? Okay, well, here we go. Though Marka Ragnos used that one, used a spear. Very old Sith Lord. Okay, who do we have here? Are they all kind of like with teal eyes, like white blue eyes and white hair? So
His glorious majesty, immortal master and protector of Zakul, Emperor Valkorion.
Welcome.
A new name,
appreciate.
a new face. These are not enough to hide from us.
The Sith Emperor. Your presence is unmistakable.
Huh, they confirm it.
I think a mistake has been made. But by whom?
Oh, so he jumps from body to body. His previous body that you can see in the Jedi Knight story is vitiate. Oh, so he jumps from body to body. I didn't remember this shit, though I did it with the sniper. That's why I remember it faintly. Yes, he jumps from body to body, like it's an old trope in a lot of games.
Do these people have any idea who you really are? The kind of things you're capable of.
Do you? Your constant silence across our history. This was your distraction. This was my focus. Everything else, a means to an end. You claim to have come all this way to find me. Here I am. What do you want?
Interesting.
You manipulate whole civilizations, arrange decades of war, eradicate all life on Zaust, then flee. You're going to tell me why.
Am I? You say you know me. If that is true, then you know the depths of my power. Whatever you hoped to achieve here, you know deep inside that you cannot succeed.
So
But
he...
you do not have to stand against me. Instead, you can kneel.
So...
I will never again kneel to you.
You would sooner die than acknowledge my superiority.
It is you who fears death, Valkorian. I do not. I will not kneel.
So he came to a new civilization, enslaved it, and created another empire. And created another empire. They should put a glass there. Oh shit! He killed Mar with a blast. Shit.
Clear the room! Everyone out!
Mar gave the Empire leadership while you used us for your own gain. You are nothing compared to him.
He was narrow-minded, bound by irrelevant ancient dogma. But I think you are different.
Oh, deep inside,
In
he's
all my
against
centuries,
conservatives.
You alone have merited my full attention. You leave your mark upon the galaxy wherever you act. Just as I do. Look around you. Zakul is poised to become the greatest civilization in the history of the galaxy. I have forged this empire to surmount all of my previous works, to span eternity. The Eternal Throne commands a fleet more vast than any ever built. It has the power to reshape the galaxy into any image that I choose. That we choose. I will share all of this with you, if you will only kneel.
Putrid scum. He jumps from body to body, creating empires. I don't know. So these are the original Sith Lords that they wanted to create in Knights of the Old Republic 3. God damn it. By the way, I'll miss Mar as a character. Hope he somehow revives and I can use him as companion once again. I will miss him. He was great. And this guy is a fucking progressive that hates the old ways of the Empire. Disgusting. It's like the ending of Darth Malgus.
Share. You don't share anything. You enslave. You devour. I will never be a part of that.
There's only one solution between Siths to do so.
You came here to defeat him. This is your chance.
My chance? What? What happened there? Oh. What the?
Now your father.
Does my ambition truly surprise you?
You do not have ambition, only jealousy.
What? This was unexpected. And another blast.
Why you fail?
Now it's my turn.
You should have killed me when you had the chance.
That's it? What's going on? That's it? No, it cannot be. It's the beginning of the story. What? So he jumped to another body, I presume. Interesting. Hmm?
The Outlander has assassinated our Emperor. Take him away.
You know, you also did try to do so. So the spoiled brat gets to get the gets the throne this time. So these are the Sakulians.
People of Zakul. The unthinkable has happened.
You tried to kill him though.
Our beloved Emperor, Valkorion, is dead. Murdered by an Outlander who sought to shake the foundations of our great society.
Well, mission accomplished. Emperor dead.
Will receive swift and just punishment. And this act of unprovoked aggression will be answered. As your new Emperor, I can promise you this. Zakul's enemies will face the full power of the eternal throne. They will answer for their war-mongering ways. And every last one of the poor worlds will burn.
Ah, we get frozen. Interesting, interesting. So he is already dead. Well, mission accomplished. It will take him some time until he can jump again to another body. It took him some time, like when he changed from vitiate to this new form. Oh. Chapter 2, A Dream of Empire. What?
I have always loved the stars.
I knew you weren't dead.
Your death was too good to be true. You can't fool me.
Deception was not my desire. You deserve truth.
Yes, please explain the process.
Is to ignore your true self. You have earned my respect. I followed you here so we might speak undisturbed.
You've grown quite humble. Do you finally accept my superiority?
Yes, the Sith way.
Change. And so must you.
Oh, a progressive.
Your
Nice.
acolytes. Rungs on the ladder of your ascent.
So, time is stopped.
The ageless fiend. An embittered pirate. An impure Jedi. Your worshipful academic. And a bloodthirsty zealot. They outlived their purpose long ago. Yet you permit them to live.
Over here!
Hey,
What's happening to
they
me?
did very well.
The carbon freezing was imperfect. Your body is poisoned. Dying, old foes have come to take your life.
They did very well, huh?
I'm tired of talking. You want to fight? I'm ready.
Yes. Good.
That's how we solve things here. Huh? Well, that was a pretty good ambush, but it won't help you. I don't think so. Give me your life, I'll leech it out of your corpse. What's this? Every person was imperfect, you're slowly dying. What? I also get periodic damage over time or what? And this time I don't have a companion with me. Oh well, whatever. To hell with it. Where the fuck am I? Oh. Enough of it. Oh shit. I don't think so. There you go. Four of them. That was very close. I mean, I still had barrier. I'll leave that there. I'll leave that there. Well, looks like it's my time to ambush you. 4. 4. Okay. But this time I'll do something even better. There we go. I'll take you all at the same time. There we go. I don't know what's the point of that hibernation sickness. There. This one will be faster at 2.3 seconds. And you will all be stunned at the same time. The beautiful force storm of the SWTOR. Valkorion is healing you. What's the meaning of this shit? Absorbed. I am taking some damage though. Right at the point of impact. To do it. So he doesn't die, even when a lightsaber is plunged through his body. I'm hope this shit is being completed on master mode. Hang on a second. Yes, it is. Look at that. Well, wasn't that difficult? This one could prove to be a challenge. I don't think so. That's more like it. Alright. We're in the depraved, crazy mind of the Emperor. Or what? Defeat visions from your past. Who? Darth Thanaton. Well, and Darth Sash. Well, yes, they are kind of like the masters that you kill to ascend as member of the Dark Council. You know, that's how what I've been talking about. People that Sith solved it that way, killing each other until the most powerful emerge. So we have Sash. Sash was our original master, and then Thanaton, the previous member of the Dark Council. So they are two. They are two. I wonder if it's also personalized for the Juggernaut and the others. I love how the fire is kind of like frozen as a special effect. So let me see their health. 95. This one? 95. I think I'll begin with Sash. She always hated me the most. Well, she hates the Sith Inquisitor the most. Thundering Blast. Looks like I did the right choice. A new working melee. That was easy. Once you killed the... I also had this in case. Just in case, but well. Oh yeah, I have my thrusters there. Well, looks like the topic of analysis we'll leave it for next time. I'm enjoying the story way too much, people, huh? Why do you remove my...
Ways held you back. You barely tapped your true potential. It is time you are unleashed.
Do not presume to know me. My power is beyond your imagination.
That's it? Oh. The Emperor, the statue of the Emperor.
Our failed empire.
Roman Cass.
You were always superior to the murderous fools in charge here.
Make the Empire great again. Look at this. Why is this dialogue line like this in here? This was 2015, 1 year before the first presidency of Donald Trump, and consider the studio was Texan. God damn it. God damn it. God damn it. I can smell the politics from here in this.
This empire failed because of you. Someone like me could lead it to victory.
Do not waste time following the path of Ma and Malgus.
Yes, I will.
There's no redemption here. The Dark Council, Imperial Intelligence, Mandalorians, all fail. You alone find victory.
I won't be satisfied until the empire is under my complete control.
Old ambitions will not sate your appetite. This empire is not worth saving, and the Republic is not worth destroying. There is a greater purpose awaiting us.
The empire is stronger than you think. I won't abandon my home.
Do not let sentiment cloud reality.
Hmm? So, will you explain how you teleport from body to body?
They want someone to blame for their defeat. They choose you.
Yes, that's how societies work.
Your inbred children will never conquer Droman Cast.
Never.
Empire, Republic, both fall before the eternal throne. You cannot stop what is to come. Save yourself.
What? Where are we? Huh? Isn't this... Hey, this is Drummond Cast. I mean, I'm overkilling way too much with this. Alright. Oh, careful, they lower your armor. What about you? What, he's healing us? Or what? Hey, I can slice this one. Good. Thank you. Bonus, revive fallen citizens. How do I do so? How do I revive them? Ah, you just talk to them. Well, it's a very easy bonus to ignore. Anyone else that I forgot? Yes, you there. Get up. Get up and fight. Fight for your empire. Have some dignity. I've already seen the fall of Rome to see this one, see this empire fall. Alright. This is meant to be kind of like a very psychedelic part of the gameplay. This is drum and cast, I can recognize the ministry there. The question is, why is he healing us? Well, just to play with the story. We should put together and kill. Oh, don't lag like that. I hate it when the game lags like that. On stream. Stop freaking lagging. There we go. Can we revive that one as well? There you go. But I think I already completed the bonus anyways. Ah. Could it be that I missed some over there? I'll leave it like this. So, very psychedelic part of the history. Interesting. We got one more there. Save the Lord? You clearly don't know who you are dealing with. Never stood a chance. Oh, a taxi to Drum and Cass, like we do every day. Whoa. Hey, they put in a lot of effort with this. This is the Ministry of Drum and Cass. This is where you pick your advanced class for the first time. Defeat Darth Mar. Oh, this one is going to be good. You get to fight against Mar. Well, I should have saved my... I should have definitely saved my... Oh, damn it, he resisted it. Should have saved the face walk for there, for that one. That one.
Did it please you to kill him yourself? I sensed you felt cheated when I disposed of him.
Wrong. I respected Ma. He led the Empire with honor.
There is no honor in fighting for a lost cause.
Much less in fighting for infecting the old traditions and ways. With the sign of the Empire, it crushes you. Very poetic. What now? Hey, they did it very well, huh? I'm impressed. I can see why it's the expansion that actually revived the game. Hell if I know. I was way too busy doing PvP. I was way too busy doing PvP to care about story. About the story or anything. Let me rearrange. Oh well. What is that? Lesser Monolith. We fought these guys previously on Sios. Right, I'll go back to my usual, to my new rotation there. And let me cover that with, hang on, because I think there the slot is for, I leave that for the guild's active talent. Which one is it? Because they change it and guilds can change the active. Here, mount speed boost. Here, they change it. There we go. You should boost the mount speed. There we go. Yeah, I was invited into a guild as soon as I joined back the game. Not by old friends, but by new ones, I guess. So yeah, pretty much. Anyone can distinguish my great talent for PvP. Nah, just I'm always glad that there are still guilds recruiting in this game. What's that? Valkorion's Guidance. Valkorion power flows through you, increasing your damage and healing while in combat. I see the point. Valkorion's Guidance. More like Vitiate's Guidance. Well, we don't know the real name, because the previous name was Vitiate and he suffered the same fate, just by the hand of the Jedi Knight. Which is Knights of the Republic 4, basically.
Zios, the world where everything changed. For me, you, the galaxy.
You killed every living being here.
They died, opening my eyes to the truth. I have passed beyond death's reach.
Both Jedi and Sith have sought immortality. What makes you the exception?
I am not hindered by the teachings of failures. Our flesh is not who we are. Voices, hands, children. I no longer require those crude vessels. At long last, I am truly free.
Your freedom cost millions of innocent lives. You're nothing but a monster.
I am a part of you. Now more than ever, I have done all I can to preserve your life.
Why would you do that?
You are a part of me I wish to keep. I cannot say
Sith, do not beg for rescue. Through passion, I gain strength.
Indeed. Oh, you want to see some power? I will show you some power. Oh shit, he's immune to impairing. No matter. What? What? He's resisting the attacks. What is that? Thing is taking a lot of damage, that's for sure. But he aims like shit, that's for sure. Haha. Immune to taunts. Interesting. Oh boy. Is he immune to stuns? Yes, he's immune to stuns. Shit. Oh shit. Now's the moment. Time to trigger a barrier. So this thing is immune to stuns or what? To everything, yeah, pretty much to everything. The shit. The damage over time will kill him, but he's immune to movement. God damn it, that thing is very powerful. It's a beast. It has almost 1.5 million health. It's crazy. Well, I mean, I presume that's the final boss of that thing, of chapter 2. I presume that shit is the final boss of chapter 2. Looks like I'll need to have a perfect rotation to deal with this shit. Though he did resist some attacks. Get out of there. I have to activate the force lightning when he does that breath shit. And I need to interrupt that. Not that difficult. What? What the fuck? Alright, I need to make sure I don't get attacked. I don't get attacked there. Stupid attacks are terrible. Alright. The most dangerous moment is actually when he does the punches. So I need to make sure to activate my healing, leeching abilities right at that moment. Oh fuck, he resisted some of the attacks. Alright, I get the point. You're not so tough. Shit, I'm out of force energy. Kill my wrath, you stupid creature. Not so fast. Alright, it's not that difficult. The previous one was much more brutal. This one is kind of like... yeah, more of a tank, if you ask me. This one's more of a tank. And the fact that he's immune to the paralysis of my creeping terror makes it a good counter.
You're the only one who has ever matched my will to survive.
Get away. I can't kill you, but I'll find a way to hurt you.
You resist the inevitable. It is time you faced reality.
What now? Ah, the brat is still there alive. What? That guy has the same character model as I do. Of the face.
Eternal throne. The new seat of power in the galaxy.
It can't be. I've only been gone.
Longer than you think. Zakul has surpassed my expectations. The most powerful fleet in history, and an army of guardians who know the Force is more than light or dark. But my children abuse their power.
And you don't.
What did you expect? You're the role.
I was different here.
Were you?
Abandoning my past let me experience pleasures I denied myself before. I have known love on Zakul. Who knows? Even you may find it.
Please, a twisted guy like this. Finding love, god damn it.
The only thing you love is power.
I care about more than you know. We must deal with my errant son and daughter before they ruin everything.
Is this a joke? Yes, I will kill them, but first.
I won't stop with them. Your new empire won't replace mine.
Zakul is not your enemy. They are. Do not underestimate their threat. It will take both of us to undo the damage they can inflict.
Is this a joke, these two brats?
Your daughter sees me.
Valen was always my favorite.
What is it?
Interesting.
I think he means that he wants to possess our body
We have
next.
to go.
I think that means that he wants to possess the body of a player next. Would be an interesting turn of events. That would be an interesting turn of events that he wants to possess that.